thought I'd do a video keeping you up to date with what I'm doing ADHD meds wise. So I'm still on 20 milligrams Medicanet, but I have spoken and I'm getting some 30s just to try it and see how the dry mouth goes, because I wasn't getting as good an effect as I did the first time round. But what I have done, which seems to be working, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with the 30s, but it gives me a bit of hope that if the 30s really end up being a nightmare like they were before, that I can go back to the 20s. I've been taking them later in the day. So I was never a great fan anyway of eating breakfast, so having to take meds with breakfast was like one of the big things I struggled with when I first started taking them. So I've just gone back to what I was doing before, which is I always tended to have like a later breakfast because I'm a night owl. I tend to go to bed sort of 2 o'clock and get up about 9:30, and then I'm not hungry. And if I eat like first thing in the morning, it just sends my body into, I get very dysregulated. So I've started going back to having like my brunch, sort of whatever meal I have later on in the morning, and just taking my meds slightly later because my whole day is later anyway. So I'm breaking a fast. You don't have to do it first thing in the morning. And then on the days when I haven't felt like eating at all, but I know that I do need to take them sort of before 12 is what I'm experimenting with, but we'll see how it goes. I've just had them with like a handful of pistachio nuts or something if I haven't wanted to eat, and just to see. And that seems to be working reasonably well. I'm getting more benefits. It's like similar to when I first took them, as opposed to like the first week I was on them, I wasn't really very sure. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that because I know other people struggle with like eating first thing in the morning. I don't know, do you get like dysregulated if you do that? It just seems to send my body into some sort of like, quite often I get what feels like a temperature. It's difficult to explain, but it doesn't make me feel great all the time. So that seems to be working reasonably okay, but I mean, this is a forever changing journey, so it seems, but I just thought I'd keep you up to date. And yeah, just thought I'd keep you in the loop. Let me know if you're on Medicanet or any of the other ones, and if you've tried different things like taking them at different times, or I know some people take the meds and then they get a top-up one for later in the day if they're wanting to do stuff in the evening. So I'd love to know your stories, and again, share this with anyone who you think might be interested in my journey and all the other things I share on my channel. That would be great. It'd be great to get some more subscribers and get people like commenting on what they're finding and how they're doing with things, and so that people have got the knowledge they need if they're thinking about taking the meds or querying about which ones to do and how to do it, etc, etc. So yeah, but whatever you do, remember you're amazing. That's the main thing.